All right, let's dive into grammar school. You know, good communication is so crucial these days, and this platform, it's really making waves.
Definitely. And the way it's set up like an actual school with levels and homework and even like study buddies, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's almost like turning grammar into a game,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Makes it way more fun. And they've been smart about targeting different groups.
Oh, yeah, I saw that like busy professionals.
Exactly. People like us who are juggling a million things, always on the go, they get that time is super valuable.
So no like super long lectures then.
No way. Grammar school keeps things short and sweet. It's all about practical stuff. They realize for busy professionals, the main thing is avoiding those grammar slick-ups that can, well, make you look a little unprofessional.
Oh, totally. We've all been there, right? Sending an email and then bam, you spot that huge typo.
Ugh, the worst.
Well,
But that's what grammar school helps you avoid, gives you that confidence to communicate without worrying.
but it's not just for the corporate world though, right? I noticed they also mentioned aspiring writers.
Absolutely. Bloggers, novelists, anyone who loves writing grammar school can help them too. Express themselves better.
So it's deeper than just the rules then. It's about style, finding your voice.
Precisely. And they haven't forgotten college students either, those who are fresh out and starting their careers. It's about that shift from academic writing to the professional world.
Makes total sense. Okay, so how does it all actually work? What's the structure like?
So they've got both free and paid options.
Yeah.
Everyone starts with what they call free school. Surprisingly in-depth, tons of resources.
Okay, break it down for me. What exactly does free school give you?
So first off, there are these discussion forums where you can connect with other students, ask questions. It's organized really well so you can find what you need quickly. Then there's the classroom. That's where the real learning happens.
So that's where the actual grammar lessons are.
Bingo. And they've got this cool structure, 10 levels, each one focusing on a specific grammar topic.
10 levels. Whoa, it's like going back to school.
Right, but in a good way. It gives you that sense of progress as you move up. You start with the basics like subject-verb agreement and gradually get to those more advanced concepts.
So it's building that solid foundation rather than just memorizing rules.
Exactly. And to keep you on track, there's a calendar, shows you the lessons and assignments for each level. Plus, you can connect with other students through the member directory, even find a study buddy.
Oh, I love that. Like a gym buddy, but for grammar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Keeps you accountable. And there's the leaderboard, too.
Oh, yeah? How does that work?
As you go through lessons and assignments, you earn points, and your progress is tracked on the leaderboard. It adds a little friendly competition.
Some people thrive on that, but what about those who aren't so competitive? Could it be discouraging?
Yeah, I can see that. But I think the key is to just focus on your own progress, not compare yourself to others too much. It's more about celebrating your own wins.
Right. Makes sense. So you've given us the big picture, but what would a typical day look like for someone using grammar school?
We've got this hypothetical example from the source material. Imagine, you're a busy professional trying to squeeze in some grammar practice between all those meetings.
Okay, I'm picturing myself now.
So you start your day logging into Free School. You check out the Start Here forum. It's perfect for getting oriented and finding answers to any questions you might have.
Super helpful, especially at the beginning.
Totally. Then you spend like 15 minutes on a level 1 lesson. Let's say it's on subject-verb agreement, something fundamental.
Your 15 minutes, easy peasy.
Exactly. The lessons are short and sweet. And after that, you do a quick assignment, testing yourself, and post your answers in a dedicated forum.
Ah, so you get feedback on your work, keep you accountable.
Exactly. Then, at lunch, you pop back in, check out the Grammar Tips and Tricks forum.
Oh, I love those. Little reminders about commas, things we all mess up sometimes.
Exactly. And later, you connect with your study buddy, that accountability partner. You check each other's work, stay motivated. And to wrap up the day, you post about your progress in the Community Wins forum.
Okay, that's awesome. Celebrating those small victories. I can see myself posting nailed that comma rule today.
Love it. It's about staying motivated, feeling like you're part of something. So yeah, that's free school. Pretty amazing for a free platform, right? But I'm definitely curious about those paid schools too.
Yeah, those sound intriguing. Tell me more. What are those all about?
Well, there are two main ones mentioned, Penmanship Mastery and Diction and Word Choice.
They sound pretty interesting. But what exactly is involved?
So Penmanship Mastery, that's all about developing your writing style, going beyond just the rules. It's about things like sentence structure, flow, rhythm. Imagine writing that's not just correct, but Really captivating, engaging.
Wow, that's taking things to the next level.
Exactly. And then you've got diction and word choice. That one focuses on choosing the right words to create a specific tone, make an impact.
Ah, so expanding your vocabulary, using language in a more sophisticated way.
Precisely. Think about speaking with eloquence, whether you're giving a presentation or just having a conversation.
Those paid schools are definitely tempting. What are the advantages of going paid? What do you get that's not in the free version?
For one, you get live workshops with expert instructors, a chance to interact directly, get personalized feedback on your work.
That's a big one. Those workshops could be super valuable.
Totally. You also unlock those advanced modules. They cover more specific topics like writing for different audiences or mastering certain literary techniques.
So it's like going from undergrad to grad school for grammar.
Exactly. And the community, it's smaller, more dedicated.
A more focused learning environment.
Precisely.
This is fascinating. But one thing keeps popping into my head. Why join grammar school now while it's still relatively small? Is there an advantage to being an early adopter?
Great question. And there are some pretty compelling reasons. So one of the biggest perks is the access you get. I mean, you're talking directly to the admins, the founders even.
Wow, really?
Oh, yeah. Think about it. You're shaping the community with your feedback, getting guidance as it grows.
It's like being a founding member, but for grammar.
Exactly. And as the community grows bigger, your voice becomes even more important. Plus, right now, things are still pretty intimate. You can really connect with other learners and make a difference.
That early community feeling, I can see how that would draw people in.
Oh, absolutely. And then there's the whole grandfathered benefits thing.
Like what? Give me an example.
Well, let's say grammar school adds new features or changes pricing down the road as an early adopter. You might be locked in at that lower rate. Or you get exclusive access to certain things.
Makes sense. You're getting in on the ground floor.
Precisely. And, there's this whole argument for why grammar school that we found in the source material. It really lays out why it's so compelling.
Okay, I'm all ears.
So first off, it's designed with busy professionals in mind, people like you. The short lessons, the flexibility, the focus on actually using what you learn, perfect for a packed schedule.
No more excuses about not having time.
Exactly. And then there's that whole no more embarrassment thing. Remember that feeling? Sending an email and cringing because of a typo. Grammar school aims to erase that. It gives you the tools, the confidence to communicate flawlessly. No more second guessing.
Powerful stuff. And let's not forget those paid communities. Penmanship mastery and diction and word choice.
Those are for the real grammar enthusiasts, right?
Taking your skills to the next level.
Exactly. But what really sets grammar school apart is the way you learn. It's interactive.
Yeah.
The study buddies, those community wins, the leaderboard, it's way more engaging than just reading a textbook. What do you think?
For sure. It's like working out at home versus going to a fun fitness class.
I love that analogy. It's that community aspect, that engagement that makes things stick. You're not just absorbing info, you're actually doing stuff, having fun while you learn.
So it's a win-win. Better grammar skills and enjoying the process.
Precisely. And let's not forget how accessible it is. That free version is seriously comprehensive. Anyone can improve their communication skills no matter what their budget is.
It's true, no matter where you're starting from.
Exactly. And for those who want to go deeper, those paid communities offer a more personalized experience.
So we've got target audiences, structure, the learning experience, the benefits of joining early. We've covered a lot.
I think our listeners are probably feeling pretty informed by now.
Okay.
But before we wrap up this section, I think it's worth coming back to this idea of growth insight.
Oh, yes. I like that phrase. It's more than just grammar, right? It's about becoming a better communicator overall.
Exactly. And by joining grammar school now, you're not just getting the content as it is today. You're evolving with it as it grows.
So you're not just learning, you're shaping the future of grammar education almost.
Precisely. Think about it. Mastering each level as it comes out, participating in those discussions, seeing how grammar school becomes this thriving community.
I bet that's super rewarding, especially if you're passionate about language.
Absolutely. It's exciting to be ahead of the curve.
For sure. It's like you're part of this special group dedicated to mastering this skill.
Exactly. That feeling of belonging is powerful.
Okay, so we've established that grammar school is a great resource for anyone who wants to communicate better. We've talked about the early bird benefits and what makes it unique, but now, the big question, why join and now W?
The call to action. We've touched on some reasons, but why is now the best time to jump in?
Okay, let's unpack that why now argument a little more.
Well, one big reason is the world we live in. Everything is changing so fast. Communication is becoming more and more important in every part of our lives.
So true. It's like we're constantly bombarded with information, and we need to be clear and effective communicators across so many different platforms.
Exactly. And with everything changing so quickly, strong communication skills aren't optional anymore. They're essential.
It's not just about avoiding mistakes, it's about thriving in this new world.
Precisely. And grammar school is making that possible. It's fun, it's engaging, it's accessible.
It's like they're saying, don't miss out. This is the grammar revolution.
Exactly. In today's world, communicating well is like having a superpower. And grammar school gives you the key to unlock it.
So, what are you waiting for? Join the Grammar School revolution.
Couldn't agree more.
This deep dive has been packed with info.
We've gone from the small details to the bigger picture.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty inspired to work on my own grammar skills.
Me too. It's amazing how much of an impact grammar can have on our lives. But before we sign off, I want to leave our listener with one last thought.
So, we've talked about all these cool features and why it's a good time to join, but I feel like there's something deeper going on here, too.
Yeah, it's more than just the nuts and bolts of the platform.
Right. Reading through the source material, the thing that really struck me was the emphasis on community.
Absolutely. Grammar school is more than just lessons. It's like this whole network of people who get it,
Yeah.
you know?
It's almost like a support group, but for grammar nerds.
Exactly. And it's not just one type of person either. You've got professionals, writers, students, all coming together to improve their communication skills.
Yeah, it's that shared goal that really creates that sense of belonging, I think.
Totally.
Hmm.
It can be super motivating when you're tackling something like grammar, which, let's be honest, can be a little intimidating.
Oh, tell me about it. I still get tripped up by commas sometimes.
We all do. But in this grammar school community, it's not about being perfect. It's about learning from those mistakes.
That's so important. It takes the pressure off, you know? You can
Yeah.
experiment, ask questions, learn at your own pace.
Exactly. And that's what makes grammar school so cool. It's about enjoying the journey, not just focusing on the destination.
So tying it back to why you should join now, the sooner you join, the sooner you're part of that supportive network. And you can help it grow, too.
Exactly. You're not just signing up for a website, you're becoming part of something bigger. And the earlier you get in, the more you can shape what it becomes.
So to wrap up our deep dive clear communication, it's like a superpower. And grammar school is giving everyone a chance to develop it.
And remember, it's not just about memorizing rules. It's about the confidence you gain when you can express yourself clearly.
So what are you waiting for? Join the grammar school revolution?
Go for it.
Well, that brings us to the end of our grammar school exploration. We covered a lot, from the nitty-gritty details to the overall impact. Now it's over to you, listener.
Think about how mastering grammar could change things for you, both personally and professionally. Could it give you a boost? Open up new possibilities. Maybe just make you feel more confident when you communicate.
We hope this deep dive has given you some food for thought and inspired you to take that next step in your own grammar journey. Until next time, happy grammaring.